Concacaf. It's the Confederation of North, Central America, and Caribbean Association Football, and is largely recognized as the best region in world football, responsible for producing the best players to have ever played the game. But now, who are the best players from this legendary region? We are about to find out. Now, in all seriousness, for this list, I'm only looking at players that played substantially in Europe because it's the only metric that they would have in common and can be used to compare them with each other. The quality of the domestic leagues vary wildly within CONCACAF, so I can't compare players that mostly played in their home country. So that rules out players like Cuauhtemoc Blanco and Landon Donovan. So with that in mind, here are the top 10 best CONCACAF players of all time. Number 10. Starting off this list is none other than Clint Dempsey from the USA. He may have started his pro career in MLS with the New England Revolution, but after only 2 years and scoring 25 goals, he earned a move to the Premier League with Fulham, in what was then a world record fee for an American player in 2006. He went on to score a total of 57 goals in Europe across 6 years, playing for both Fulham and Tottenham Hotspur. The pinnacle of his club career coming in his third full season with Fulham, where he made history as the first American to ever play in a European Cup final. This was in the inaugural tournament of the UEFA Europa League back in the 2009-10 season. Although he didn't start the match, he came on as a sub in the 55th minute and played until the end of the incredible game that went to extra time after being tied 1-1. The game ultimately ended in a loss for Fulham, with Atletico Madrid finding the winner in the 165th minute of extra time. But making it to the final and finishing as runners-up is still a great achievement. He also had a very successful international career, winning 3 Gold Cups and playing in 3 World Cups, making it to the round of 16 in both 2010 and 2014. Number 9. Next up, we have our first Mexican player with Raul Jimenez. After impressing in his domestic league, Liga MX, scoring a total of 29 goals, he moved to Europe and has played with 3 clubs so far. Atletico Madrid in Spain, where he did not play much but was still part of the team that won the Supercopa de España in 2014. He then moved to Portuguese giants Benfica, where he played much more and they won the league twice. He also got to play some games in the UEFA Champions League, where he has 4 goals. From there, he moved to Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers, where he has been their star striker, leading his team to 2 7th-place finishes in his first 2 seasons, and this past season, where he was sidelined due to a horrific head injury, the team finished 13th without him, showing just how much of a big player he is for his team. He also has 10 goals in the Europa League, which gives him a total of 69 goals across all competitions so far in his time in Europe. Internationally, he is no slouch, scoring 27 goals so far and winning the Gold Cup and an Olympic gold medal to boot. Number 8. Tim Howard. Probably the most accomplished goalkeeper the USA has ever produced. After impressing in his home country, he caught the eye of none other than legendary Manchester United. He played plenty in both the league and in cup competitions, where he won the FA Cup in 2004, and were runners-up the following year as well, also winning the Community Shield in 2003 and League Cup in 2006. He then moved to fellow Premier League team Everton, where he helped his team make it to the final of the FA Cup in 2009. And during the same season, he set a club record for most clean sheets in a season. He would go on to set records for country as well, particularly in the 2014 World Cup, where he set a record for most saves in a game. He also won a Gold Cup and was the starting goalkeeper for the team that finished second in the Confederations Cup in 2009, where he also won the Golden Glove. Number 7. Javier Chicharito Hernandez. He became a Manchester United striker at 22 years of age, stayed with them for 4 years, where he won the Community Shield, the Premier League twice, and made it to the final of the UEFA Champions League, where he started and played the full 90 minutes. He played a season on loan with Real Madrid and then moved to Bayern Leverkusen, West Ham, and Sevilla. He scored a total of 89 goals during his time in Europe, 14 of which were in the Champions League. Number 6. Chrisan Pulisic. The American winger started off his professional career as a teenager in Europe with German team Dortmund, where despite his young age, he was able to impress. Winning the DFB Pokal in 2017, he was then bought by Premier League Big Six team Chelsea, where he has set some small records such as being the youngest player in team history to score a perfect hat-trick and became only the second American to do so in the Premier League. His debut season ended with 11 goals and 10 assists, and it culminated in the FA Cup final where he scored the opening goal within 5 minutes. Although he would later suffer an unfortunate injury and Chelsea would then go on to lose the game, However, in his second season, he would come back stronger than ever, playing a key role, especially in the UEFA Champions League. Although the team would end as runners-up yet again for the FA Cup, that would not be the case for the biggest competition in Europe. Pulisic made history as the first American to play in and win the Champions League final. So far, he has a total of 38 goals and 5 in Europe's top competition. His biggest honors are a German domestic cup, 2 runners-up in the FA Cup, and of course the big one, the Champions League. And it's that cements his position on this list, which will be a recurring theme for the remaining selections. At number 5, we have Alphonso Davies, the 20-year-old Canadian wonder kid. He may have started out in MLS, but after impressing in spectacular fashion, he was picked up by none other than German giants Bayern Munich, where he has been for the past 3 seasons. And in those 3 seasons, they have won 3 Bundesliga titles, 2 domestic cups, a German Super Cup, a UEFA Super Cup, a FIFA Club World Cup, and of course, the biggest one, a UEFA Champions League trophy. And he was a key part of his team during the historic 2020 season where they won the treble. Despite being so young, he is already considered one of the best left backs in the world and definitely earns his place on this list. Number 4, Dwight Yorke. An insanely prolific striker, this Trinidad international played with several clubs in England, but most notable with the great Manchester United, and at a time when they were the most dominant. But it is important to note that with 2 other English clubs he played at, Aston Villa and Sunderland, he has won trophies, winning the League Cup and the EFL Championship respectively. However, it was with United where he was at his best and won everything there was to win, winning 3 Premier League titles in a row between 1999 and 2001, and of course being the star striker during the legendary treble-winning 1998-99 season, which apart from the aforementioned league title included the FA Cup and of course the UEFA Champions League, an historic feat that the great club has yet to repeat. Yorke scored 8 goals in Europe's top competition that season, with a total of 11 in his entire career. And he finished as the league's top scorer with 18 goals that season as well, with a jaw-dropping total of 141 goals during his entire time with European clubs. Incredible numbers for an incredible striker. Number 3, we have legendary Mexican defender Rafael Marquez. Now, with his time in Europe started out at French club Monaco, where in his first season he won the league, and in his last, he won the League Cup. Despite being a defender, he also managed to score a respectable amount of 6 goals across his 4 years in France. But after that, he earned his move to the legendary Catalonian club Barcelona, where he would win an astounding 12 trophies and titles, which include 2 back-to-back La Liga titles, a Copa del Rey, 3 Supercopas de España, a UEFA Super Cup, a FIFA Club World Cup, and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies. He made history becoming the first Mexican to start and win the Champions League final in 2006. And despite sustaining a knee injury towards the end of the treble-winning 2008-09 season, he was the starting center back for most of the season prior to his injury and was a key contributor to his team that helped win that historic treble. He played a total of 242 games during his 7 years in Spain, making him the most capped non-European player in the club's history, and is largely considered one of the best defenders to ever suit up for the legendary club. For country, he won 2 Gold Cups and a FIFA Confederations Cup, as well as making it to the final of the 1999 Copa America. No easy feat. He is regarded as the best Mexican defender and one of the best Mexican players of all time. Number 2, Keylor Navas. The famous Costa Rican goalkeeper has played for several European clubs throughout his illustrious and still ongoing career. He played with Spanish side Levante, where although they did not win anything, he was still named the best goalkeeper in the league. An impressive achievement given the club he played for and the other big-name goalkeepers playing for bigger Spanish clubs like Thibaut Courtois for Atletico Madrid and Iker Casillas for Real Madrid, a club that he would later play for and win most of his trophies with. He made history as the first Costa Rican player to start and win the Champions League final, the first of 3 that he would win, and in a row, along with the league title, the Spanish Super Cup, 2 UEFA Super Cups, and 3 FIFA Club World Cups. He would then play for PSG in France, where he has won a league title and 4 different French Cups, as well as making it to the final in the 2019-20 Champions League. He is by far the most accomplished goalkeeper and the best in Concacaf history. Now, you ready to find out who is the number 1 pick for the best Concacaf player of all time? Well, make sure you hit that like button and comment who you think it is. Number 1. Hugo Sanchez. Now, why does the legendary Mexican striker deserve the top spot on this list? Well, let's take a look at his career in Europe. One which started with Atletico Madrid, where he won a Copa del Rey as well as a Supercopa de España, and in his final year with the club finished as the league's top scorer with 26 goals. He was then signed by Real Madrid, and with the legendary Spanish club, he would win 5 consecutive La Liga titles, 3 consecutive Spanish Super Cups, a Copa del Rey, and a UEFA Cup, which at the time was the equivalent of the Europa League. Now, some may wonder why we would be the best Concacaf player of all time if he never even won the biggest trophy in Europe, the Champions League, or as it was called then, the European Cup. Well, because his other accomplishments in Europe more than make up for it. In Spain, he finished as the league's top scorer 4 times in a row, and in the 1989-90 season, he scored 38 goals, which was the best across all of the European leagues, which earned him the European Golden Boot Award, and simultaneously set a Spanish record for most goals scored in a season, a record that was not broken until 2010 by none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. And Sanchez was the highest scoring foreign player in La Liga until Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi came along. So it took 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game in order to break his records. Really helps putting things into perspective and goes to show just how massive his accomplishments really were. And he still is the highest scoring CONCACAF player in Europe, with an eye-watering total of 240 goals scored during his time across Europe. No other CONCACAF player even comes remotely close to that. And it is because of these achievements that he is the undisputed king of CONCACAF, the best CONCACAF player of all time. Now be sure to tell me what you think of these players. Who would you rate higher or lower? And if there are other players that would make your top 10 list and why. Remember to hit that like button if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. This is American Soccer United, the place where American soccer fans unite.